Hello everyone, I'm Lonnie,
I'm Amber.
and we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee, and this is our 10th ever review of the Orville. This episode was called Firestorm, Season 1, Episode 10. Um, and this was like different.
This was really good.
This was so different from what we've normally seen, and I mean, yeah, there was some comedy in it, but this really was like,
It was intense.
it bordered on horror.
I know. It
Um,
was awesome.
It really was. This was like the freakiest, scariest episode of the Orville to date, easily. Uh, and was real. I mean, if they can. Here's the thing: like each episode of the Orville has its own flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them. I can't really think of any two episodes
That were similar.
that absolutely felt the
Yeah.
same. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that this show's gone. Um, but yeah, it starts out, and last week we were all really big on wondering who it was that was going to die. Should have known
Yeah.
that it wasn't going to be anybody major. Um, it was like a minor character lieutenant from engineering, but the impact that the death had was like you actually thought that something legit was going on through the reveal. Like spoiler alert for that. Like at the beginning, they went through this like plasma storm in space, and so it causes a lot of damage to the ship. Alara, with her super strength and everything, they get caught. She gets called down to engineering because the damage to the ship caused a large piece of the ship to fall on somebody. The guy ended up getting killed because fire broke out, and she was afraid of the fire, and so she hesitated, and that difference in reaction time for her hesitating due to the fire caused another piece to fall down and kill the guy. Uh, and they could sugarcoat it all they want.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that hesitation was what cost the guy's life. Um, but at the same time, she wants to resign. They won't let her. And then from there, things start to get a little weird. She sees a clown running at her, like this really
Mm-hmm.
creepy looking clown.
Mm-hmm.
And they see, well, I mean, the clown pops up several occasions. You see spiders. You see a giant spider.
Mm-hmm.
You see thousands of little spiders.
Oh my gosh, that was
Um,
awesome.
there was a thing where uh, the first officer, like, she fell into like this
Abyss.
infinite void.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
The
basically,
doctor.
yeah, the doctor
scene with
was
the
operating, was going to try to operate on Alara.
Yeah. Just cut her
Um,
open and stuff.
and come to find out, at the end, all of these weird things, the scenario and everything, was all
And
just a simulation.
yes.
It's like a page out of Rick and Morty. You remember the-
Well, I mean, a page out of several. This is not a new
Except it
concept.
worked better. It wasn't like they got a lot of people together and they started freeze framing and stuff.
True.
Yeah, I mean, this has been done, kinda, but never
But it was
in
still
this.
good.
Yeah, never in this respect. They did a really good job
Mm-hmm.
of really making you care about what was going on. I mean, I was like absolutely glued to the TV the whole time. Because it was a mixture of comedy, horror, action, suspense. I mean, this episode had it all. I mean, it really was. And it really didn't have the level of comedy
No,
that,
there was some elements, but not a lot.
yeah, this
But
was,
this was a more serious episode, really.
yeah, very much. And come to find out, she had as a baby, there was like a fire at her house and all that.
It was nice to see the dynamic between her parents and her.
You could, it's believable,
Yeah.
so believable. her parents like don't approve of her joining the, the Federation or,
Yeah, they're like, well, this might be an opportunity for you to come back and get your degree. And she's like, oh, God, let's not have this conversation.
Yeah. The parents who think they know what's best. Because I'm sorry, but not everybody is an intellectual.
Well, and they even told her that. I mean,
yeah.
in so many words.
And I mean, yeah, that was like, I mean, as much as people try to push it, I mean, that does kind of paint a decent picture that, I mean, honestly, college isn't for everybody.
It's not.
Higher education is not for everybody. I mean, while I may have had the brain for it, college wasn't my thing.
Mine either.
At all. I don't fit into that, that shape. So I could totally get that.
Yeah.
Like the parents wanting you to go to college, and it just isn't for you. But yeah, this episode, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, holy
I did too.
crap!
It was really good.
I mean, as good as last episode. I'll go ahead and issue my score. This one got a 10. And if for nothing else, the freaking like surgery scene where she thought really she was going to get cut open, because I didn't know how far they were going to take that.
Right.
Because look at all the other crap. They had killed somebody. You got a creepy clown. There's spiders. And
yeah, and after that, the big spider ate Gordon.
Yeah. And you had no clue. I mean, at first I was like, no, they're not going to kill him. And then I was like,
holy crap, maybe they are.
Maybe. I mean, you don't know.
You don't know.
He never popped back up.
The suspense was great. Oh, Sarah's on, and so is Sharon.
Yo, yo, yo.
Cool. But anyway.
Welcome to the stream. And it's funny, too, because the Orville, thanks to everybody who watches our Orville reviews, because they are one of the higher rated things. They're up there with our Walking Dead reviews.
They are.
They're one of our higher rated original programs. But yeah, I mean, the Orville's firing on all cylinders now. I'm so happy. It's renewed for season 2. That news broke a few weeks ago. And I'm still saying, wait for the finale. He's going to use the teleporter. I feel like I have to say that every episode.
I knew you was going to say it before
just
we even did this.
Just so we can...
Just so when it happens, you can say, I said it.
I've been saying it every week.
All along.
Yep, every week.
Because it's about Lonnie being right. About something. He's going to be right about something.
I don't... Like, not only do I want to continue, like, talking about just the story and how fun this is to watch, but it almost seems like the special effects have gotten better. The plasma storm looked amazing. The clown, that could have been done.
The spiders was amazing.
The spider was absolutely...
When they all covered the walls.
Those were cool, and the giant, like all spider material. And then the
giant spider eating him, that looked great too. That was awesome.
Yes. And then, like, the action sequence between her and the robot Isaac, they had a big, like, fight back and forth.
They were good.
Yeah, they've been doing some amazing work as far as, like, the choreography and, destroying things and throwing each other around and bashing heads into control panels. And very believable fight scenes, very believable just effects overall. The spider looked amazing, like on par with something you would see in a decent movie.
It was really good. I was really impressed.
So, holy crap, like, I mean, basically, there wasn't, like, a lot to talk about in this episode. That's why I was like,
we're coming up. Good.
We're coming up on 10 minutes, and we're already kind of wrapping up. But there's not a lot to talk about, but what little there is.
Because this was really action-packed.
Oh, yeah.
And, it was really...
It wasn't heavy on dialogue.
All about her conquering her fears anyway.
And if you've noticed Alara, over the course of the last 10 episodes, and you're looking at character development, she's like number one easy. She's gotten... She's
one of my favorites.
I would like to see... And you know, every combination of character is going to happen eventually. Mm-hmm. Cannot wait to see an episode where Alara and Bortus end up together.
Yeah, because he's my second favorite.
Yeah, they'll end up going off like somewhere. End up, you know, being like a team.
Yes.
That will be hilarious.
I love him. He seems like he gets the short end of the stick on everything. I feel so bad for it.
Well, like, you know, being bested in combat, that was like his big fear or whatever. And he, like, whenever they were talking about it, like, he had to be excused because it was getting to him.
He's like, I'll be excused. I'm feeling a little...
Oh, and I don't want to overlook this really funny part that happened right at the beginning where Alara's, like, beating the crap out of that punching bag in the simulation chamber to begin with. And then everybody's like walking in like their powdered wigs. And
yes, they were going to duel or something.
Yeah, they're like 18th century.
Or maybe they were the three musketeers since there was three of them.
Maybe.
But anyway.
Yeah, like they show up and they've got these like little powder guns and the white wigs and the old 18th century outfits, you know, like the bright red colors and everything. And I guess they're doing some kind of funny, like, wartime simulation or something. And, you know, everybody's... I guess they
reserved it.
Yeah, they reserved the training room. And then Bortus shows up in a wig, too.
After,
he like, showed up to play with them.
And he was like, am I early?
Which was...
It was so funny because he's so serious. Am I early?
And probably my favorite quote of the episode was right before that, when the lieutenant died, and his name was Payne, and the dude's like giving his eulogy there in front of everybody, and, you know, it's all somber and everything, and he's like, yeah, you know, and his last name was Payne, and weirdly enough, that's what he was experiencing a great deal of when he died, and he was like, and don't anybody get mad because he would find that funny, you know?
Yes.
So,
good.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
like, I hope somebody does my eulogy like that. You know what I mean?
God. But, yeah, I mean, overall great episode. I'm giving it a solid 10.
I give it a 10 as well.
Yeah, this was perfect. The Orville's been
firing. Did we give the last episode a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, it is. The Orville is one of the best shows on TV right now.
I love it.
And yeah, I never thought I would see something take over, like beat out Family Guy as my favorite Seth MacFarlane show, but the Orville has done it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree, wholeheartedly.
So,
all right, let's wrap this, honey.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap. I was thinking about doing some streaming tonight, but it ain't going to happen. It's too late. I'm tired. We got some stuff to do tomorrow night. Probably going to do some streaming. So, anyway, everybody catch us tomorrow. Lord knows what I'm going to be doing. And then we got some big stuff planned for this coming week that I'm not even going to say anything until it happens. So, anyway, everybody, thanks for coming on in the chat.
Oh, Beowulf showed up at the tail end.
Beowulf shows up at the very end. Of course he does.
Yes.
Of course he does. But speaking of Beowulf, I need to send you a message. Or I already did, but I'll send you a message again when we get off here.
Alright.
And of course, he gets 400 legacy tokens. So, anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amber.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network. I'm really already losing my voice. We're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night for some kind of live video game stream. I don't know what it'll be, but you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.